I like puzzles. Every one of my previous books began with a puzzle, a phenomenon that I was intrigued by but could not easily explain. When I started researching and writing these books, whether the one on China's Communist Party, China's modernizing military, China's America Watchers, China's expanding global role, China's future, China's leadership, China and Southeast Asia, China's imperial art treasures, or other topics, I did not know exactly where I would come out when I embarked. I had informed hunches, although I eschew formulaic hypotheses that many social scientists seem to insist on, but I was not sure where I would come out after I explored the evidence. I am an empirical inductive scholar. I follow and weave together the evidence into a coherent account. I also believe that good writing is about telling a story. What is the story that the evidence sustains? This volume is no different. The book is concerned with two basic puzzles. First, why have U.S.-China relations fluctuated so regularly back and forth from amity to enmity over many decades and centuries, and why has it been so difficult to establish a sustainable equilibrium in the relationship? How could the United States and China, after 2 decades of estrangement and conflict during the 1950s and 1960s, suddenly pivot to embrace and engage each other during the 1970s for 5 decades through the 2010s? This period is known as the era of engagement. The second puzzle is why this American strategy of engagement with China has fractured in recent years, 2017 to 2024, and has been replaced by institutional disengagement, partial economic decoupling, societal suspicions, and strategic competition against China. Throughout the book, I capitalize engagement when it refers to the U.S. government strategy, while I do not capitalize engagement when it refers to society-to-society interactions. When it is a mixture of the two, I do not capitalize it. Is this most recent deterioration a temporary phase in a much longer fluctuating relationship, which will eventually pass and return to more amicable ties? Or is it something more fundamental, secular, and longer-lasting? These are the principal puzzles that motivate this study. This is, therefore, principally a study of U.S. foreign policy and the American side of the U.S.-China relationship. As the United States is a democracy, its foreign policy must enjoy domestic support to be sustainable. Across 8 presidents and their administrations, Nixon to Obama, there existed broad-based support for engagement with China. Not only have the strategy and associated policies been fundamentally challenged and largely withdrawn during the first Trump and Biden administrations, but the broad-based engagement coalition of U.S. government agencies and domestic actors also concomitantly fractured.